It was something else. Like someone had thrown away their wallet or something down there. I don't know.
Thrown away their wallet.
Or dropped the phone down there. I don't know. But it wasn't...
Incriminating evidence.
But
disposable cell phone.
We were, we got the chopsticks out. We were like trying to...
Why? Are you
Were they cooking hashi or?
We wanted to analyze. We wanted to know whose it was.
Yeah.
So we could have pulled it apart and looked at
DNA analysis.
Looked at the material, the consistency and.
Right.
With CSI music in the background.
Yeah. Ariel's face is very white now.
Yeah.
Well, there was so much commotion.
It was shocking.
There was screaming, and it was.
It was
like
that was Tommy. That was Tommy because he was dying to go to the toilet.
And he had to go because he had to go to the women's. It was. I will say that
he could have gone to the convenience store, couldn't he? I mean, there is a toilet at the convenience store.
The women's restroom was kept pretty clean, so
we told him to wipe it down afterwards.
Oh, really? Is that one?
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate that because I would have to wipe it down.
Exactly.
Okay, so I was wondering if you could go into one of the reasons why you were in Tokyo, Dylan. Was because
not
Sony...
yesterday, but last week.
Yes.
For the NGP launch announcement. Do you know what it is?
Oh no, we're gonna play a game here. Tricky Bear doesn't know what NGP is.
Oh, right.
So we're gonna talk about it in vague terms until he figures it out.
Yeah. So Bear, what is the NGP? And I think you said association.
Not good person.
Not good person.
Nocturnal growth protocol.
Is that what I'm following?
Natural growth protocol?
Natural growth protocol. Oh, yeah, I got an email about that the other day.
Do you know what it is yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
But I think I'll get one.
Yeah.
I do not know yet. I actually I'm kind of in the dark about it as
I
well.
think it'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be pretty cool.
I think it'd be really awesome too.
Yeah.
I really like the new things that they put into it. The new features are really awesome. So, a lot of people are psyched about the touchscreen on the front and on the back, and all this 2 analog sticks and stuff like that. I'm kind of psyched about the front and rear camera combined with the built-in GPS and geolocation, all that stuff, just for alternate reality gaming. And from looking at the specs that they released on Kotaku, I mean, it's Cortex A9, all this cool stuff. It looks like it has the horsepower to really pull off alternate reality gaming.
They haven't announced the clock speed yet, but I presume it'd be high enough.
Yeah, I'm more interested in, as opposed to hearing how powerful it is, I'm more interested in hearing what it can do that makes it a unique user experience.
I heard it could only do everything.
So you're talking to the wrong one about that, because I don't have any original ideas, and I never have. I probably never will. I just know
we can vouch for that
the hardware is really, really beastly, and I'm kind of psyched about it.
It does. Well, I think it'd be pretty cool. All the social stuff looks really fun as well.
Yeah.
It's like a combination of Facebook and Twitter, like for games, I suppose. It looks interesting. So,
I hope it's going to be one of those things like when the DS came out. A lot of people looked at it and they're like, "What is this? Like, what am I supposed to do with a pen?" And at first they're like, "Okay, I guess we can make a writing game." But then people figured out like creative and interesting stuff to do with it later. So this is kind of like the DS, but with more random gyroscopes and 2 cameras and 2 touchpads and 2 analog sticks and too much money, and that's just
But the 3DS has a proper compass, not like a 6-axis.
Oh, does it?
I think so. Oh. Yeah. I think,
it would make sense for them to put one in.
Yeah, because they have some MR stuff in it as well, don't they? For launch, it's all built in for launch, isn't it?
Yeah.
MR, AR, what do you call it? AR.
Yeah. Alternate
MR
reality.
is mixed reality.
Is it?
It's all the same thing, isn't it?
Same thing, isn't it? MR and AR. And no, AR is augmented reality.
It's interesting though, because, and I'm no industry analyst, and nor do I care about stuff like this, but a lot of people are like, well, how will a mobile game system do in this world of where everyone already has an iPhone or an iPad and games cost 99 cents? Like, how will a NGP type device do? And I say, who cares? The games will be better because it's a real gaming platform.
Well, there you go.
It has, what are those things you push in with your fingers? Starts with a B. Buttons.
Yeah.
And analog sticks. You don't have to point to stuff and then...
Well, I mean, the main difference is the game's going to be much deeper.
Yeah.
And much more fun to play. I mean, iPhone games are great, but they do lack substance.
They're a different audience. They're different...
Yeah, they're very throwaway.
Yeah.
Different.
It's like popcorn or something. It's like the...
Popcorn games.
Yeah, popcorn games.
Yeah.
I mean, occasionally you get one or two which are kind of deep and you play them, but they tend to be sold pretty cheaply, and I don't understand how they can they probably can't make the money back very easy. If they make a deeper game on the iPhone, it's only sold for like $1 or $2.
Well, the ones selling it for $1 are the kids who are not paying themselves, so they're no development cost.
Yeah, they're the throwaway ones. But what about the deeper ones?
Like Unreal Engine ones.
That actually have a lot of money spent.
Yeah, that's going to be...
Yeah, I mean, that has the name to carry it, but there's lots of other people who probably want to make bigger games on the iPhone, but if they don't have the name, they can't do it.
Yeah.
Speaking of popcorn, though, I'm gonna share a little
I hate
interesting...
popcorn, by the way, but...
You don't like nuts either.
You and Liz both.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Don't like popcorn.
Popcorn's more of a mental trauma thing,
Really? Well, so I went to the movies last night because a movie came out that I really wanted to see, Gantz, based off of do that. I have ulterior motives.
Yes.
A couple of the actors. I like a couple of the actors. So anyway, and they're in like this really tight suits. Okay. Anyway.
Ariel hasn't had a boyfriend for a while.
I'm gonna cut that out.
So if you're single, write to...
Jamin at
You'll get emails of young men in tight, form-fitting black suits.
Yeah.
Just
He's excited already. Maybe you'll get a rise. Touch wood. I think we should keep this bit.
This is not going anywhere.
It's great.
I don't usually get popcorn at the movies, but for the first time I was just like, I'm gonna get some popcorn. And they asked me if I wanted salt or caramel.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Caramel.
It's
Butter is...
It's not that weird at all, I don't think.
In America, you don't get caramel in your popcorn.
No, in the movie theaters I used to go to, they would have like curry powder. You could like add curry flavor
Well, so
to it.
this was another thing that they also offered. They offered curry flavored popcorn, and also it was like a corn potage.
Flavored.
Potage.
Popcorn potage.
Corn soup flavored.
Yeah, corn soup flavored popcorn. And
I hate that flavor.
this is regular popcorn with like a caramel, like
Dusting.
Not.
It's the caramel powder.
Was
that
it
they add.
dusting? Oh, I thought it was like.
No, they add on like dusted flavors. That's like a dust. They sprinkle it on.
Yeah.
Like
I thought it was like a kind of a syrupy.
Was the movie good?
Yeah, I was actually quite entertaining. I was surprised because
Were you
I
turned
was,
on by the men in tight suits?
I had my ulterior motives, and that's why I went to see it. But I was quite entertained, actually. I recommend it. It's based off of a famous comic book series, an anime series, and I was entertained. I do have to say.
And you watched it in Japanese?
Of course.
Yes. Well, I mean, you have to. It's only in Japanese.
Of course. Of course.
It's quite good when you get to the level of Japanese where you actually can go and see a movie in Japanese.
And also read books, which is nice. I had.
Jamin's getting very good at Japanese. He
Don't
keeps
worry.
slipping in the odd word here and there.
Yeah, you need to stop that. It's not friendly.
back at home, it's all mixes of like Japanese and English words. I couldn't remember the English word for natsukashi the other day. So I kept using it when I was talking to my mom when I was video chatting, and I just
it happens quite often when a word
Natsukashi means?
Yeah.
It's that feeling when you look back on your childhood and
Nostalgic.
memories flow.
Nostalgic is what
Double
it's
Dare
like.
is very natsukashi.
Yeah.
Double
Dare is very natsukashi.
Yeah.
Mark
Yeah.
Summer.
It means
it
nostalgic,
happens.
but
Does it?
don't use the word nostalgic so much in normal everyday English.
But when did they start filming Double Dare in a shed in someone's backyard?
It was a van down by the river.
So it was the
Full of slime.
Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. Would be where it, right?
Yep.
That's not where he was.
It's funny.
I'm getting a bit confused.
I was in a van in Tampa.
It said Double Dare on the door.
Tampa would be where that would happen.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
With the alligators.
Oh, okay. So should we move on to the T-shirt giveaway contest?
Oh, yes, because we had a winner, didn't we?
Yes, we did have a winner. It was Eric Acosta or Acosta.
Yay.
And we would
Sorry.
like to ask you, if you see him on the street, please don't accosta him.
We should have just gone very quiet at that point. To,
Yeah. His favorite
Make it
PixelJunk
so.
game was PixelJunk Eden, so I sent him a PixelJunk Eden shirt,
oh, good.
and it's
We had
actually
one.
my favorite shirt. Yeah.
Which one? We had two.
The
We
olive
had two.
green
don't we?
one.
You
The
sent
green
him your
one.
favorite shirt?
No, it's,
Won't you miss
well,
it?
She
so
watched
I
it
have
first.
One. No.
The olive green one with like the design on the side
On
of
the
the shirt.
thing,
Yeah.
Badass
Fantastic. Yeah, it is a badass shirt.
It doesn't have any hairs in it.
Correct.
It's not
Gross.
delicious.
But if there
Short,
are,
curly hairs.
if there are any hairs, they've been packed in there with love.
Yes,
Yeah. So
by Tommy. Personally.
I'm so sorry if there are any hairs in it.
Did that bit about Tommy lying prone on the table?
That got in.
It got in, yeah. So okay, so we can keep the Tommy joke going, can't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations, Eric. And the correct answer was the ERS Pinita Colada, is what the ship name from Shooter 1 was.
Was it a Pinita?
Pinita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't a pinata.
No,
not pinata.
Because we can put alcohol in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not pinata. Well,
No, pinata's
pinata
the
is
thing with the
that you
stick.
hit.
Oh, yeah, the candy comes out.
Pina colada.
Pina colada.
Is
Pina colada is what we couldn't put in there. we drink a lot of tequila, though.
Yeah.
Tequila night here at Q.
Yes, yeah.
Make it so, Dylan. Make
I'm
it
sure
so.
we can flash up a good few photos for this section.
Oh, God. I mean, a lot of fun, but I do have to say that many of the staffers here cannot hold their tequila.
And that's why it's funny.
Yeah. It was a great night.
Good times.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question for this t-shirt giveaway contest is, what is the vegetable that Jamin names towards the end of the Survival Files 2 of 3 before the Shooter 2 gameplay comes in?
Am I eligible to win?
No.
No.
You already have.
You said the
PixelJunk
word.
shirts.
I desire more.
You desire. Actually, I actually want more shirts too. Okay, so email the answer to just the vegetable. The name of the vegetable.
Yes.
It is
It's the
vegetable,
last.
though,
It's the
right?
last word he says before it cuts to the.
Because it might not actually be a vegetable. I mean, I've been watching a lot of QI recently, and maybe
Yeah, no, but
it's-
we'll say it's a vegetable.
The
Okay,
food,
okay.
the naturally grown food.
Yeah. Well, you know the yeah.
yeah,
It's a food.
that is said by Jamin right before the Shooter 2 gameplay kicks in.
Yeah, it's the last thing he says in that before the footage.
Email that answer to podcast@q-games.com. So yes, and you could win a shirt. Okay, so send in any fan-related questions to podcast@q-games.com. Visit our forums at pixeljunk.jp. You can find us on Twitter, and you can get in touch with us at PixelJunk Radio and at PixelJunk News. So
Yes.
follow us, please. My account is Arielotti, ARIELOTTI.
You know, I'm seriously considering changing my Twitter name just so I have something shorter and I don't have to go through this description every time.
Just learn to say it very quickly.
Okonomiyonda. OKONOMIYONDA. Go.
Was that actually?
Go's not a letter.
I think you got that wrong.
You can also search for Jamin
Just search for
Kessler.
Jamin Kessler.
Yeah, Jamin
spell
Kessler.
out.
Jaymin.
Yeah.
And I'm Dylan Cuthbert, DYLANCUTHBRT.
And my account is Technoduki, TECHNODOOKIE.
Okay, so until next time,
Yes.
peace, love, and PixelJunk.
And kisses.
Yes.
Kisses.
Lots of kisses. And remember to buy PixelJunk Shooter 2 in a couple of weeks.
PixelJunk Shooter 2. No, it won't even be a couple of weeks.
That'll be
It'll
pretty
probably
soon,
be
won't
like
it?
a week.
Yes, yeah. By the time this comes out.
So, the big day.
Yep.
The big day.
Because it's fucking amazing.
It's pretty fucking amazing. Yeah.
Let's get Ariel to say it's fucking amazing.
It's fucking amazing.
It's fucking amazing!
Hey, there we go.
Oh, there.
Ariel always goes overboard.
Yeah.
He always takes it one step too far.
Your spit touched me, though.
Oh.
You
There's
said
cooties
something-
there.
You said
Baby
something
Bear-
cooties.
bear-
incredibly funny to me once, and I don't think you knew that it was funny. So you know how normally in the
Happens
States,
often.
when you don't want something bad to happen to you, you're like, oh, knock wood. And then you knock on the
Knock
table.
on wood.
Right, knock on wood. So I think one time, Dylan, we were talking about something, and Dylan just looks at me and goes, touch wood.
Oh, we say touch wood.
You said touch wood.
We say touch wood. Yeah, we don't say knock on wood. We say touch
Yeah,
wood.
so we can't bleep that out because that's totally valid for
That's
our
valid.
British
is, it is.
viewers.
British people also say knock something up
Or what?
to
Yeah, we say
to
knock
make
something
something
up.
really quickly.
Well, you have
Not
to touch
something out.
wood before you knock
No,
something up.
You say knock.
Yeah, no, we
you
say knock.
out.
We say knock something up. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Really?
Right. And actually, I'm having a little trouble like paying my rent right now. So I was hoping that Dylan would give me a rise. Because because I'm a little short on money, so I need to
Touch wood.
If you want the rise,
touch wood that he gives me a rise.